She thought her ultimatum would force him to give in, but the moment he opened that door, everything changed. In just 1 second, the entire power dynamic flipped. Today, Zaini Says breaks down the shocking fallout of a reckless ultimatum. Let's get into it.
The hell is all this?
Pick one.
What?
I'm giving you an ultimatum. Video games, alcohol, or me.
You're funny.
Pick one.
You're serious.
You really have to think that hard about it, Jake?
Babe, you're the love of my life. I care about you so much. Like, are you serious right now?
Thank you. That's all I wanted to know.
I need you out by Tuesday.
The moment threats and manipulation enter the picture, you've already crossed the line. He doesn't need to argue, defend himself, or get dragged into the drama. When someone tries to control you through mind games, the smartest move is to step back and let their own tactics expose them. Because once manipulation becomes the strategy, you've already given him a reason to walk away.
Get out.
You didn't even see who it was. You're not going to ask who it is?
Get out.
Look at him.
Get out.
He's so cute.
Get out.
No. I'm not going to get out.
She decided to play a reckless game, and now she's facing the consequences. Sometimes, the reality check hits harder than any argument ever could. Getting kicked out of the car was the wake-up call that made the consequences impossible to ignore.
Tinder, paying for Tinder Premium. When would start that now?
I was just sad. We're here, you have a baby.
Cheating is a decision, not something that simply happens by accident. And when someone betrays you, then turns around and tries to make you responsible for their choices, that's when the manipulation becomes obvious. Don't accept blame for a fire you never started.
What did you say about the bill?
I was just saying I didn't want to perpetuate gender norms when paying for it, you know?
Okay.
He's like, what is this, the 50s?
Like, oh, I'm the man, so only I can work and make money to pay bills.
That is so outdated and frankly patriarchal, you know?
What if we just split it?
Yeah, you know, we could do that, but what message does that send? Job is done, we're equal now? We're not. So I think the only way we really fight back is if you pay for them.
If you want equality, then the same standards have to apply to everyone. You can't demand modern relationship rules while expecting the other person to carry all the responsibilities. Sharing the load isn't about punishment, revenge, or keeping score. It's about fairness. When both people expect equal treatment, both also have to be willing to do their part, because real equality means the rules work both ways.
I'm so glad she checked you, because I am so sick of women in bars and their freaking entitlement. Like, you just think that every man wants you, that you can touch and grope on girls, guys, whatever. It is about time, because that's probably not the first time she did that. So good. I'm glad you got checked. Keep your hands off people. It's called consent, which apparently doesn't apply to some women out here.
The second you get physical with someone, you've crossed a boundary that should never be ignored. Putting your hands on another person isn't a display of strength. It shows that you've lost control and allowed your emotions to take over. She should be grateful that the outcome was only a minor consequence, because if the situation had gone any further, the repercussions could have been much more serious. Sometimes, even a small consequence is enough to make someone realize exactly how far they've crossed the line.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I am not being submissive. If you want to be with me, you need to be the provider. You need to be the protector. You need to make sure my hair is done, my nails done, my feet are done. Look at my yard. I need my grass cut every single week. Don't worry about how many bodies I got. That's the past. God knows my heart. I'm not gonna be cooking. I'm not gonna be cleaning. All that is your responsibility. Me and my kids are a package deal. Trust me, if you don't want it, somebody else will.
Giving someone ultimatums before you've even had the chance to know them isn't setting healthy standards. It's a fast way to drive away a person who knows their worth. She believed she was testing how committed he was, but instead, her own actions became the biggest red flag. What she intended as a test ended up exposing her attitude, and once the demands became excessive, walking away was the only sensible choice.
At the house, baby.
I mean, it's okay, but I feel like you could have been.
What you mean? Look at everything. Everything you wanted. You got the swing set that you were talking about.
That's not.
That's not what I was talking about. I wanted something for the kids.
We got the pool right here.
I don't want no pool.
We even got a tiny house for the kids. You said you always wanted something like that. Like,
I mean,
what
it's
you think?
nice, but
Like, what else?
you
Like,
ain't see my vision board I sent you?
I know, but like,
I
this,
had a whole plan. Like, everything I wanted.
you have a kitchen right there, and you still haven't used it. Like,
You don't need to help me clean the kitchen in the house. So why I need another kitchen outside? Let's be real.
really?
You're not helpful enough to be buying all this stuff. Who gonna maintain
Why is it
this?
so hard for you to be just grateful for stuff I do for you? I worked hard for this. Not only did I pay for the materials for this home, I was out here in the hot sun doing this, laying the concrete on this floor, on this ground.
And who made sure you had food in your stomach to get to work? Thank me later. That's what you can do.
Of course, you ain't got no job. Of course, you ain't got nothing else to do. You made a sandwich, a ham sandwich.
It's surprising how often people confuse greed with ambition. There's nothing wrong with wanting to achieve more, but if you're never grateful for what you already have, reaching the next level won't suddenly bring happiness. Instead, it can leave you constantly chasing something bigger, newer, or better. When nothing ever feels like enough, more success only creates more wanting. Stop glorifying endless desire and start recognizing the value of being content with what you already have.
I need you to do more. I am exhausted. I am in charge of everyone and everything in this house. Every night, when we cook dinner, you ask me what to make. Every day, when you drop off the kids at daycare, you ask me what they need in their backpacks. I am the project manager of this home and I need you to do more. And he looked at me and he said, okay, just tell me what to do. Right? Every woman has heard this. Just tell me what to do and I'll do it. And I said, okay. And he doesn't care about that. He doesn't care about the impact on me. And he doesn't see how every single thing in our home happens because I ask him to do it, or because I do it myself, or because I planned and organized it. The diaper bag is full because I filled it, right? I put the wipes in there. And I felt so frustrated. And I remember thinking, what's the point? What's the point of doing this with someone else? I might as well just do it at home. And it's not because my husband didn't love me or he did anything to me. And it's not because I didn't love him, but because I felt so taken advantage of in our relationship.
The problem starts when equality is demanded only when it benefits one side. If a man is expected to carry the full financial responsibility, it doesn't make sense to automatically expect an equal split of every household duty on top of that. When the contribution is 100% in one area, but suddenly becomes 50-50 in another, the balance becomes questionable. A real partnership should be based on mutual contribution and consistent expectations, not rules that change whenever they become convenient.
It doesn't happen by accident, right? It's not like my husband did it to me, but we've been raised in this society that tells men and women who they should be in marriages and what it looks like to be a good mom versus a good dad. And we know the bar for moms is way up here and the bar for dads is way down here. And we fell into these norms. We fell into these roles in our family, despite the fact that we never wanted to. And I'm lucky. And I say lucky because I have a partner who I know loves me and wants me to be happy and was willing and able to change. And so we did the work to figure out what equity looked like in our relationship.
So now his job is to keep her happy by carrying more than his share until he's completely drained. That's not reasonable. If a woman expects her man to work a full-time job and then come home to take on all the demanding responsibilities as well, she isn't asking for a teammate, she's expecting someone to serve her. A relationship should never be built around one person doing everything while the other simply enjoys the benefits. Real partnership means both people contribute, support each other, and share the responsibilities.
Okay, you keep your number? You know what I'm asking?
I'm with my man right now. No, I'm good. I'm good. You gonna say anything? Yo, nothing.
You sure you don't want my number?
You want my number?
Yeah, I want your number.
That shrug revealed everything. He wasn't about to reward her drama with attention. Some people create problems where none exist just to test how much you'll tolerate and then act like the victim when you finally step away. Choosing not to engage in that kind of chaos isn't cruelty or indifference. It's self-respect. Sometimes the strongest move isn't arguing or defending yourself, but refusing to participate at all. When emotional games become the pattern, protecting your PCE means recognizing the manipulation and walking away.
What do toxic women do to test men?
To be honest, I don't respect women who do this. And whoever's listening, if you're doing this, you really need to seek help because this is not normal behavior. Women who go out with their men and then do things to get the man jealous on purpose. It's like disrespectful to the man, to his lineage, to his masculinity. You're literally demasculating the man And you're cheap. That's all I can say for the woman. You're cheap. You can test him in so many ways. That's not a way to test a man. I hope every man fails that test because he's not meant to be with that woman.
If you have to make a man jealous just to test whether he cares, you're not testing the relationship, you're damaging it. Deliberately using other people to trigger a reaction isn't proof of love. It's a form of manipulation driven by insecurity. A healthy relationship shouldn't depend on mind games, jealousy, or emotional traps. If provoking your partner is the only way you can measure his feelings, then the trust between you is already taking a hit. Real maturity means having an honest conversation instead of creating drama just to get a reaction.
Your current posture is very unique.
Hey, you come. Look at the broken kettle you bought for me. What's up? The water is almost boiling. Are you looking for trouble with me?
When someone is too proud to admit they're wrong, they may create unnecessary drama just to shift the blame onto you. Suddenly, you're made to look like the problem while their own actions get ignored. Don't waste your energy trying to defend yourself against baseless accusations. Recognize the tactic, call out what's really happening, and refuse to get pulled into the drama. Sometimes, the strongest response is simply to shut the manipulation down and walk away.
It's only right that I slap 400,000 men in their face.
One of the funniest things I realized is I don't like men. I love bullying them.
She uses her temper as a way to take control of the entire situation, relying on the idea that a man is supposed to stay quiet and tolerate it. But explosive emotional outbursts aren't healthy boundaries. They become a form of control when they're used to intimidate or dominate someone. A strong response isn't matching the anger with more anger. It's staying calm, recognizing the behavior for what it is, and firmly refusing to let those tactics control the situation.
Later.
I will meow for you. I would bark for you. I would oink for you. I would bleat for you. I would honk for you. I would glub glub for you. I would caw for you. I would roar for you. I would do anything. Someone just please love me.
Begging for affection while lowering your own standards isn't a sign of love. It's a clear warning. Genuine connection shouldn't depend on pleading, chasing, or desperately seeking someone's approval. Real attraction comes from confidence, self-worth, and knowing what you deserve. When you sacrifice your dignity just to keep someone's attention, you're showing them that you're willing to accept less than you should. Self-respect has to come first.
This is for my husband. Honey, please come on. I'm outside and I'm getting tired of being out here. It's weird out here. You need to come on and find me so that we both can go inside. This man with skinny legs and parrot-toe feet just tried to talk to me, and he was bald head. Nothing against bald head men. Love y'all. Honey, please come on. It's weird. It's getting really weird out here. And you leaving me out here unprotected? Please. We have to talk about this later too, because you've been taking your precious time. We have to discuss that. I don't like that. Please, come on. Come on.
Maybe the very content you keep watching is what's holding you back without you even noticing. Girl, sometimes the biggest obstacle isn't what's happening around you. It's the messages you repeatedly consume and start believing. What feels like motivation or empowerment could actually be keeping you stuck in the same mindset.
Hey guys, come spend the day with me as a non-trust fund baby.
Breaking down the moment reality gets difficult isn't always vulnerability. It can become a way to escape accountability. She wanted to be seen as an independent woman, but when independence demanded real effort and responsibility, the attitude suddenly changed.
We can talk about it another day.
No, it's not going to be another day.
So then it's not going to be another day then.
And I'm asking you, can we talk about this, please?
Nothing to talk about. Leave.
You can just call me last
So what? Leave. You wasn't doing this. Leave. Why am I still talking? Oh my God. I don't give a f. Why you? This is the truck shit I'm talking. You can't handle your liquor?
This is
your business. I'm not trying to do this. Bro, call your friend. It's her birthday. What are you talking about? I didn't. We can talk about it tomorrow.
Tears after betraying someone twice don't necessarily mean that real regret has finally kicked in. Sometimes the tears only appear once the consequences become impossible to escape. An emotional reaction shouldn't erase or distract from the choices that caused the damage in the first place. Genuine remorse is more than crying after being caught. It means accepting responsibility, facing the consequences, and showing through actions that the behavior has actually changed.
My decision.
Well, I mean, there's two options. You could either have your own slingshot, or I could call you an Uber back to your car.
Why can't? There's a million people here.
What?
Why can't someone drive me? Why am I not going with you? I thought we were out on a date.
Unfortunately, the date ended an hour ago.
Why?
New date started with you and Marlon, apparently. That substitution, but hey, substitutions are made during games, mid-games sometimes. Gotta go sit on the bench while new substitutions
That
made.
never happened. I never was out on a date with Marlon.
Once the connection is over, he isn't obligated to keep playing chauffeur. If the relationship or interaction has ended, take responsibility for yourself instead of expecting him to keep providing favors. Keep your dignity, handle your own transportation, pay your own fare, and make your way home without expecting him to do it for you.
What the hell are you doing?
Making you angry?
I smell something burning. I come out here and she's waving a tortilla. Now she grabs a plate.
That's stronger.
What did you do?
Trying to eat the tortilla.
What are you doing? What the hell?
Saying you want independence is easy. The real question is whether you're prepared to handle everything that comes with it. True independence takes discipline, responsibility, and the ability to face difficult moments without immediately falling apart. Claiming to be self-sufficient means nothing if your actions don't back it up. Real independence isn't proven by loud statements or slogans. It's demonstrated by how well you handle life when there's no one else to rely on. Wow, that wedding moment is definitely one nobody is going to forget. If you can't simply blend into the crowd, then somehow becoming the center of attention works too.
I'm in the war on the side of the chop man epidemic girl. She's right. Right, y'all are ugly. You don't put effort into your appearances. You don't have hobbies, and you expect women to want you. And you're going to screenshot pictures of me and her while she's talking in an effort to make her feel ugly, when in reality, you would cry of happiness if me or her or any of the women in her comments section touched you with a 10-foot pole. Why? Because you're a virgin. Going and calling every woman you see that you don't like ugly isn't doing your track record any favors.
Judging someone's appearance while offering nothing meaningful yourself is the height of arrogance. Looks can attract attention, but character, loyalty, and genuine connection matter far more than superficial standards. And in this case, the wife was convinced her husband would never uncover the truth. She thought everything was under control until one tiny mistake exposed the entire situation. The smallest slip can sometimes bring the biggest secret crashing down. Stay tuned to see how it all unfolded.
Was sure her husband would never discover the truth, but one small mistake ruined it all. Watch till the end to see what happened.
Hello?
Hello?
Is this Mr. Johnson?
Yes, it is.
Hey, okay, I'm so sorry. I apologize for the late call. However, I regret to inform you that the test samples from last week, in regards to Sophia, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, you're not the father.
Are you serious? Coco, what is this?
Who are you talking to right now? This has to be a prank call. This is a prank. Sir, this is against the law. I can't talk further. That's the test result. If you want any more information, you have to come back to the clinic.
Alright, are you serious?
Who is that?
That was a nurse.
It's a sick joke. This is a prank.
I know you've cheated on me.
Are you cheating on me? Because another girl was calling your phone. Are you shitting on me?
Believing you can hide the ultimate betrayal forever is nothing more than a fantasy. Secrets may stay buried for a while, but sooner or later, the truth has a way of coming to the surface. And when that carefully built mask finally cracks, the consequences can be far more devastating than anyone expected.
What do you want?
I want to hang out.
What? You want to hang out?
I miss you guys. I miss the girls, and I just I'm bored and I'm lonely, and I don't know. I just want to spend time together.
You realize it's 10:30 at night. The kids have been in bed for over 2 hours. And I'm getting ready for bed myself. This is not the time to come over here and ask to hang out. Like, where do you think that we're at in this whole process? Do you think you can just come over and hang out with me?
Well, can I just spend the night and see the girls in the morning then, please?
What? What are you talking about? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay, but I just told you I'm bored and I'm lonely, and I don't really feel like being by myself tonight.
Have one of them keep you company.
Can you just come outside and talk to me, please?
Oh my god. You really want me to come outside right now?
Yeah, I drove all the way over here.
Once trust is betrayed, you can't expect the same door to remain open. Cheating comes with consequences, and forgiveness doesn't automatically mean someone has to welcome you back into their life. When you break someone's trust, you may eventually find that the door you expected to walk through has already been closed for good.
For the people that have successfully gotten through a divorce, is it normal to see babies and feel so mad at them? Happy families? I am packing my apartment, and it's just bringing up a lot of really sad memories. Packing our vow books, congratulations cards, things like that. And it just makes me think of the timeline of where I wanted to be right now. Thinking I would be pregnant right now. There's a playground outside of my window in my apartment complex, and just seeing kids and seeing families is me, which is so weird because anytime I've wanted to get pregnant in the past and it hasn't happened, I've been I'm so happy for everyone that it's happening for, but right now I just I can't even look on my For You page. If there's people talking about their fertility journeys or people who are pregnant, I literally can't even look. It's making me so upset. And yeah, it's weird to cry on the internet, but I don't know. I just feel I can't be the only one dealing with this. And I feel the different waves of emotion mourning this marriage have been happening every day, but today the family one really came out, and feeling really alone. And then hearing people complaining about all their kid stuff and how they don't get sleep because their baby's awake and stuff. I'm just I wish I was dealing with that. I don't know if it makes any sense.
Every choice comes with consequences, and once the damage is done, tears won't change what happened. You made your decision, and now you have to face the outcome that came with it. There's no point looking back or wishing things had gone differently. Sometimes the only option is to accept the consequences, learn from the mistake, and move forward.
Did you know that your woman will run a shit test on you just to see if she can control you? For example, let's say she asks you to unfollow another girl on Instagram. Most guys are going to do this because they're afraid that they're going to lose the girl. This is a fucking test to control you, and that's not what she actually wants. How do you respond? My love, very cute, but that's not how I do things around here. If you agree to doing this, that's a failed test. Respect drops, and so does attraction.
One of the biggest mistakes a man can make is treating every relationship test like an exam he desperately needs to pass. The moment you start overthinking every response and worrying about giving the right answer, you've already handed over your confidence. If those tests turn into disrespect or manipulation, you don't need to keep proving yourself. The better move is to stop playing the game altogether and make it clear that disrespect doesn't get unlimited chances.
Why threatening to leave makes him leave first. When you sit there and threaten him constantly that you're gonna leave him, when you constantly give a man ultimatums and threaten to leave him, he knows that the relationship is not stable. You're using it to get whatever you want out of the situation. That makes him stop investing because the return on investment just looks idiotic at that point. He can't plan long term, open up to you, or even build a better relationship overall because you'll just threaten to leave every moment. Makes you look incredibly immature as well. When a man hears, if you don't do blank, I will leave you, he hears, oh, she doesn't want to actually be with me. That's when a man will start prepping leaving the relationship. And then you guys can't have constructive arguments because he knows deep down if you decide to escalate it, it's going to be, oh, I'll leave if you don't do blank. And the threats will keep coming. And a lot of men are not willing to put up with that long term. It disrupts his peace, it stresses him out, and it's overall just not worth it. Also, any repair you make looks fake after that. You have a habit of doing this, figure out why and work on yourself.
An ultimatum isn't always a sign of strength. It can show a complete disregard for the other person's freedom to make their own choice. And when he decides to walk away, that doesn't mean he's being petty or overreacting. It can simply mean he refuses to be pressured through emotional manipulation. Sometimes leaving is the clearest way to set a firm boundary and make it known that emotional blackmail won't be tolerated.
The lowest amount of money a guy should spend on a wedding ring for you?
Oh, it should be like for sure 30, 40K.
That's wild. A $30,000 to $40,000 ring? Woman. Any woman that tells you the price of the ring that you need to buy her, get rid of her immediately. If you can only afford a $700 ring and you give it to your woman and dog wants to play, and you give it to your woman and she makes any type of grimace, she complains at all, get rid of her. The fact that women put a price on rings and think that it has to look a certain way, it has to be, the whole idea of a ring is just to mean that I want to be with you forever. I love you from the bottom of my heart. I don't want anybody else to be in your position. That is the value of a ring. The fact that people are going around and hyping women up enough to think that even a $10,000 to $15,000 ring is something, you're out of your mind. These types of women are so toxic. Guys, don't feed into this.
Asking for a $40,000 ring before getting married isn't necessarily about having high standards. It can simply reflect unrealistic demands. When someone makes a luxury purchase a requirement for commitment, it raises the question of whether they're searching for a true partner or someone willing to pay for their expectations. Marriage should never be defined by the price of a ring. Real commitment is about trust, loyalty, compatibility, and two people choosing to build a future together.
I would break up right now. Do y'all live together?
We do.
Yeah. I would say, hey, I'm going to go ahead and move out this weekend. And I love you. I'll probably always love you. And it's been so great.
Wow.
Is that not what you thought I was going to say?
No, I was hoping you'd say more, but I honestly expected it.
Here's why I'm saying that. Number one, I dated my wife for 5 years, off and on. We broke up a whole bunch. We were in college, out of all that. So the time doesn't bother me. Some couples stayed for 6 years, 7 years. Some couples stayed for 3 months, right? That's just life. And I'm sure there's some data there. I really don't care to read it. It just is what it is. But for whatever reason, and you've heard me say this on the show a million times, behavior's a language. And for whatever reason, he is telling you, I've got other priorities that are not you right now.
When an ultimatum is ignored and the situation stays exactly the same, that's often the moment the relationship reaches its limit. A boundary means very little if you're willing to stay after it has been crossed. Setting a boundary isn't about making empty threats. It's about being clear about what you won't tolerate and following through when that line is ignored. Walking away may be painful, but sometimes choosing to leave is the only way to stand by your own self-respect.
So, what's the problem?
What you mean, what's the problem?
What's the problem?
Silent. What do you mean, what's the problem?
I mean, in order for us to be together, this is what has to be done. In order for you to meet my parents, this is what has to be done.
For all of me to meet your parents, why are you, number one, why are you recording me? Why are you recording me?
Because I'm trying to make it make sense. I don't get it. I don't understand the problem, so I want to get everybody's opinion.
We've been dating almost a year, and then you hit me with the only way I can meet your parents is I have to convert to Islam.
Yes, that's the deal. That's something that, I'm sorry, maybe it's my fault. I should have talked to you about it a while ago, but that is one of the stipulations that my family has.
That man is a man that has just come to the realization that you are not wifey material because you are absolutely at fault for this. This should have been something discussed within the first week of knowing each other, not a year after being in a relationship together. So yeah, you are in the wrong. And here this man is, like, he has probably wasted so much time, effort, finances on you and on this relationship that it is honestly so disheartening. And it's exactly why men that have been through anything similar to this, they just don't want it anymore. They don't think that relationships are worth it.
Imagine spending 12 months building a relationship, only to suddenly hear, convert or leave. That's not a compromise. It's a demand that puts someone's deepest personal beliefs on the line. Faith is a deeply personal decision, and it shouldn't be turned into leverage after a year of being together. If the relationship comes with a condition that requires you to abandon your beliefs, walking away isn't necessarily a defeat. Sometimes, leaving early is better than spending years dealing with pressure, resentment, and attempts to control something as personal as your faith.
Ultimatum is normally like a cry for help. It's like, I've tried everything I feel like I possibly could to try to convince you or tell you how I feel. At this moment, I don't know what else to do but to threaten what I would feel like is the most detrimental thing to this is ending this. Like, I don't know what else to do at this moment because I feel like I've been trying to tell you and trying to tell you and trying to tell you, but you're not listening to me. And I think that that's something that people need to take in consideration is like, ultimatums don't feel good, but a lot of times you have to understand what your person is saying in that moment. They're saying that, like, I want to make this work and I've been trying to tell you something for so long, but you are not listening to me. So I need to shock your system in somehow, in some way.
There's a major difference between setting a boundary and using rejection as a threat. When someone says, do this or I'll leave, simply to pressure the other person into changing, it can quickly become controlling and unhealthy. If a relationship no longer works for you, you're free to walk away because that's your decision, not because you're trying to force someone into doing what you want. A genuine boundary explains what you will do, while an ultimatum tries to control what the other person must do.
Okay, so I've been seeing this a lot with Clarence and Queen, but it's genuinely true. Like, you cannot date your type. If you are constantly dating your type and it ain't working out, girl, check them DMs. Look at his picture. If it's like, that's the one. I'm telling you, baby. When I met my boyfriend, who's my husband now, he'd even tell you, baby, it took me a little minute to, you know what I'm saying? You know, it took me about 2 days to start liking him. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being for real. About 2 days, okay? Because I was so used to like talking to light-skinned boys or just talking to boys who were more worried about their self, right?
Giving someone a chance doesn't give you the right to publicly humiliate them or label them unattractive. Real respect means appreciating your husband's good qualities instead of going online and announcing how little physical attraction you felt toward him.
I done met a roughneck country bumpkin who would do everything for me, and I almost passed him up because he was dark-skinned. A little rough. Oh, y'all, when I tell you I would have been out here working 3 jobs, I was telling you right now. Them niggas care about themselves. They're going to have you out here working 3 jobs just to fulfill what they need and their purpose in life. Baby, my man ain't never told me to go get no job. When he came to see me and he told my mom and them, he said, no, I want to take her so I can take care of her. I got this. My daddy handed me over so freely because he said, oh, okay. Because his actions had already shown who he was. I'm telling y'all, this man learned I was a vegetarian then when he met me.
If you choose to build a life with someone, their dignity shouldn't become the price of your public validation. A partner should be supported and respected, not embarrassed for an audience.
I appreciate you letting me come to your house and then you answer the phone all day for other people talking about we ain't in no relationship. How am I gonna deal with you?
Because we not in no relationship. What you mean?
And then I'm outside in your boxes. Where's my clothes that I left over here? You throw them away?
Duh. You ain't have that many clothes to begin with. You forgot. You ain't have no place to stay.
Got on these funky boxes. In the wood. Probably gonna be itching. I don't trust you. I deal with you, but I don't trust you.
Man, listen.
Yo, it's hot in this car.
So what? You ain't got a car. You don't have a car. You don't have no reason to be complaining.
Go on, I'm about to get out for real.
Get out. Nobody don't care.
I can get out. I don't need you.
Duh, thank you.
You can put me out for real. I ain't even joking with you. You really genuinely can put me out. All you do is
break. The brakes on. The doors are locked. They are locked. Let's get up out. What's taking you so long? You hesitating?
Ain't nobody was.
You hesitating?
I wasn't even for real.
Oh, okay.
You do too much. That's why
you do
can't
too much.
argue.
Don't hesitate. Don't pump fake and hesitate.
No, people
let
can
it go.
argue. People can argue without you taking it literal.
Don't pump fake. Don't hesitate. Let it go.
People can argue without you trying to do exactly what I say. Like, come on. I can say a lot of stuff I don't mean. So why would you try to put me out
I
the
don't
car?
say nothing that I don't mean. And I mean I don't want you in this car and I don't want to get out. That's what I mean.
She thought giving him an ultimatum would make him panic and beg her to stay, but the exact opposite happened. Instead of chasing after her, he accepted her decision and let her walk away.
You ain't got too many times to tell me to get out for real. Cause that's crazy.
How many more times?
I ain't finna let nobody think they like you got that much control over me.
I mean, what's the magic number?
Ain't no magic number. Like, I'm just not finna let you think you just can talk to me any type of way. Cause I can get out. Like, it's not even that
I
serious.
ain't talking on the car. You said you wanted to get out. And since we agreed that that's mutual what we both want.
Just let me out.
Get out. It's mutual.
Just let me out. Cause if that's what you gonna do, just go. For real, I'm outside in your boxes. You gonna leave for real? You show me that you don't love me. Show me. Show me. Oh my gosh, y'all. That's why you don't deal with sorry men. It's okay. I'm outside in the boxes. Now look at me. Stop it. Look. No, I'm gonna go on a walk.
No, I was trying to give you your ID.
What the hell? What I need my ID for when I'm walking?
I just don't. It's not something. I just want.
Give it here. Go on, just go. Raggedy engine. That's why the transmission about to go out. Jody looking car. And I ain't no doggone Yvette. It's okay. Bye, y'all. Let me call an Uber.
Leaving her to call an Uber herself. That's the problem with using someone's emotions as a test. You can't control how they respond. When manipulation enters a relationship, trust can be damaged in an instant. And once that trust is broken, trying to control the situation may end up costing you the relationship altogether.
Where are they? Where did they go? I saw a TikTok earlier today that was like, the women are out there, they're joining clubs, they're doing things, they're getting all the hobbies, they're putting themselves out into the world. The men are not doing the same. So where are they? Where do they live? Because I'm yet to find one.
Every decision comes with consequences, and sooner or later you have to face the reality created by your own choices. The path you choose determines where you end up, and you can't always undo the damage after the fact. Good men aren't guaranteed to keep coming back when their chances are repeatedly wasted. Sometimes losing someone is simply the result of not valuing the opportunity when you had it.
My wife cannot get over the fact that my ex-wife is marrying a millionaire. Oh no. I don't know what has gotten into my wife. When we met, I was still married to my ex-wife. I'm not proud about it, but my wife started at our job and we slept together after a party. That was about 6 years ago. My ex found out when she saw nudes on my phone. Brutal. It broke her and ended our marriage. I married my wife a year later. Everything was fine, and my children gradually forgave me, and much of it was thanks to my ex, who insisted that I was still their father and that I loved my children. Wow. They never liked my wife, however, because they've overheard her, my daughter did, talking badly about how fat and old their mother was. Wow. And how she was no competition. Wow.
Here's where jealousy starts turning into obsession. His ex-wife moved on, supported their children, and is now engaged to a wealthy man. Instead of being happy for her, his current wife began researching his net worth, property, and social media. At this point, she isn't just comparing herself, she's becoming consumed by someone else's life.
Now, my ex is happily engaged to a man who is very well off. My wife has been depressed ever since she heard that. What a actual bitch. Making comments about what he sees in her and how it wouldn't last. Oh my. I hate you. She has Googled everything about him, his net worth, property, social media accounts, and she doesn't stop talking about him. I'm so mad. I got very wary, and this last week, she's been extra depressed and angry, not sleeping, and she cried several times. When she was finally taking a nap, I took her phone and saw that she has sent the new fiance some flirtatious texts via Instagram. Oh my God. I was thinking this, but I didn't think that no. Wow. Okay. And she even sent a nude. He only answered the first DMs when she introduced herself, congratulated him about the engagement, and told him that they were basically a family soon.
And now the jealousy crosses a serious line. She contacted the fiancé, sent flirtatious messages, and even sent a nude. But instead of encouraging her, he stopped responding and left everything unseen. Her attempt to interfere completely backfired, leaving her husband to confront just how deep her insecurity had become.
When she was getting more flirtatious, he stopped answering and her DMs were left unseen. This was last week. I called my ex-wife and she confirmed that her fiance has been receiving these texts and they were embarrassed and unsure what to do, so they ignored her. I confronted my wife and she became very angry, saying that I have embarrassed her by talking to my ex. She was crying when I told her that my ex was the one who suggested that they just ignore her and not say anything. Isn't that better for her? She admitted that she sent these, but it was just because she felt my ex was a that didn't deserve a fiance like hers with a lot of money. My ex-wife would be living in a 19th century penthouse. She also told me that I was the one who drove her to this, since she's never felt won by me completely.
Wow.
That I married her after my divorce was a fact. I made her insecure. I don't understand. I thought we were happy, that she was happy. She always told me how she loved me. I feel guilty, like I have made her miserable and drove her to be this insecure, but at the same time, I'm very pissed.
His past betrayal clearly played a role in creating insecurity, but that doesn't excuse what she chose to do. Contacting the fiancé and crossing those boundaries was still her decision. The real issue now is whether they can rebuild trust, or whether constant comparison and unresolved resentment have already damaged the marriage beyond repair.
You just purchased, is it true you purchased a new home last year?
No. I purchased a new home when I moved to West Virginia 3.5 years ago.
Okay. Is that near the Potomac River?
It is.
And you own a riverfront lot there on the Potomac River?
It came with the home, yes. It's part of the housing development.
And you've got some, some toys, boats, and you have 4 vehicles, is that correct?
It is correct. And I see what you're getting at, and I would like to respond to that.
Well, just right now, just answer the question that Mr. Elrod asked you. I'll give you an opportunity at some point in time, Mr. Edwards, to respond.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Go ahead, Mr. Elrod.
Are you going to be able to maintain those obligations on your income of about $71,000 before taxes?
Yes, sir. I expect to be able to do that.
Okay. But you understand you've decreased the resources available to your children as well by retiring early.
This is where the financial issue gets more serious. The court isn't only looking at what he earns today, it's also considering how his decision to retire early affected the resources available to his children. With an income of around $71,000 before taxes, plus a home, vehicles, and other expenses. The real question is whether he can maintain his lifestyle while still meeting his responsibilities to his children.
I do realize that.
And that may have an effect on their needs and so forth.
I realize that a decrease in salary affects everyone involved. Yes, sir.
Okay. I will pass the witness at this time.
Your witness, Mr. McCullough.
I have no further questions for Mr. Edwards at this time.
Call your next witness.
At this time, the state will call Miss Langley. Miss Langley, you heard Mr. Edwards testify that he currently has your children covered on health and dental insurance that he gets through his employer. Do you agree that your children are covered by the health and dental plans that Mr. Edwards gets from his employer?
Yes, sir.
And do you agree with the rates that he provided to the court for the cost of the monthly costs for health insurance and the monthly costs for dental insurance?
Yes, I agree.
Do you oppose reducing Mr. Edwards' monthly child support obligation?
Yes, sir.
I have no further questions. I pass the witness.
Your witness, Mr. Elrod.
Thank you, Your Honor. Previously, Mr. Edwards has been paying $2,300 a month, correct?
Yes, sir. So
the proposed reduction to $1,100 and maybe a couple dollars, do you think you'll be able to maintain the children's needs with that amount?
And now we get to the number that really matters. The proposed child support reduction from about $1,300 to roughly $100 a month. The issue isn't simply whether he can afford the payment, it's whether that lower amount will still cover the children's needs. The court now has to balance his reduced income and expenses against the financial support those children still require.
Girlfriend went on a trip to the beach with her best friend. Later, I found out she had been unfaithful to me. So when she came back, I kicked her out of my house. I never thought my relationship with Sophia would come to this point. It all started when she told me she wanted to take a few days off to go to the beach with her best friend, Raul. I am not a jealous person. I always trusted her, and Raul had been in her life since before we started dating. It wasn't the first time they had done something together, but this time, something about it made me uneasy. When Sophia told me about the trip, I tried not to overreact. I even pretended to be okay with the idea, although I felt something strange inside, a feeling I had never experienced with her before. I accepted it with reluctance, but I noticed that her eyes avoided mine. It's just a friend's trip, she kept saying.
Liar!
The day she left, the atmosphere in our house felt strange. I watched her pack her clothes, feeling an emotion I hadn't shown in a long time. When she said goodbye, she gave me a quick kiss, without the usual warmth. It was an almost automatic farewell, as if she was already wishing to be far away. During the first days of the trip, I tried to keep myself busy and not think too much. She sent me some messages and photos, but something felt off. The photos were only of the beach, landscapes, and her alone. There wasn't a single picture of Raul, which I found odd, considering it was supposedly a best friend's trip. I started to notice that her replies to my messages were getting shorter, and her calls seemed rushed, as if she was in a hurry to hang up. On the fourth day, I decided to check social media.
And this is where his suspicion turns into something real. The shorter replies, rushed calls, and missing pictures of Raul were already raising red flags. Now, checking social media is about to reveal something he never wanted to see.
I'm not one to go snooping, but something told me I had to. That's when I saw the first sign on Raul's profile. I saw a story where you could barely make out the silhouette of a couple on the beach, embraced under the moon. Although it wasn't clear, I recognized Sophia's clothes. My heart started to race, but I tried to convince myself it was a coincidence and that I was overreacting. The next day, I received a message that left me frozen. A mutual friend, who knew about the trip, sent me a photo they had found on a private account. It was Sophia on the beach, clearly in a romantic situation with Raul. The two of them were too close, and their expressions left no doubt about what was happening.
Are you kidding me?
The reflection in the photo was undeniable. Even though they tried to hide the truth, it was right there in front of me.
At this point, the evidence is becoming impossible to ignore. He finally confronts Sophia, but instead of giving a clear answer, she laughs nervously and pretends everything is fine. That reaction only makes the betrayal feel worse.
Filled with rage, I tried to call her. I dialed her number several times, but she didn't answer. When she finally did, she pretended everything was fine. I asked her directly about Raul, and she laughed nervously, as if nothing had happened. But she couldn't hide it any longer. I felt the betrayal hit me like a punch to the chest. We ended the call with some excuse about her needing to go, but I knew something was terribly wrong. As the days passed, my discomfort grew. Sophia kept sending me pictures of herself alone, but she never mentioned Raul. With the image of the two of them together on the beach stuck in my head, I couldn't stop thinking about what had happened. I didn't sleep well for a single night during that time, and the anxiety was eating me alive. When she returned, she said she wanted to talk to me. There she was, standing at our door, nervous, with that smile she had worn so confidently before. My head was filled with the images I had seen and the lies she had told me during those days. I couldn't take it anymore. When I opened the door, something inside me snapped. I said, "I know what you did. Did you really think I wouldn't find out?" Her expression changed immediately, and what she said next made everything explode completely.
And this is the moment everything comes to a head. He has spent days questioning what he saw, losing sleep, and giving Sophia the benefit of the doubt. But now she's standing right in front of him, with nowhere left to hide. Whatever she says next could confirm everything he feared. And sometimes the hardest part isn't discovering the betrayal, it's realizing the person you trusted chose to betray you. What would you have done in his position? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to Zaini Says for more stories and relationship breakdowns.